Hey there, grade 8s. Welcome to lesson 7 of chapter 3. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about dividing mixed numbers. Before we get into that, I just want to talk about kind of what reciprocals mean. All right, so why it works kind of the way that it works, that we can actually change a multiplication or a division question with fractions into a multiplication question with fractions. So when we're looking at this, we're going to see, we can say 1 times 4 is going to equal 4. But if we say 1 divided by 4, we're going to get 1/4. Okay, so we could basically say 1 over 1 divided by 4 over 1, because those are technically the same thing. So what are we doing? We're taking our 1 over 1, and then we're flipping it into a multiplication, and we're actually flipping these numbers. Now we've got 1 over 4. So when we multiply straight across, we get 1 times 1 equals 1, 1 times 4 equals 4, which gives us our quarter. So that's just to kind of show you why it works the way that it works, right? No one's going to disagree that 1 divided by 4 is 1/4, because literally it's saying 1 over 4 is 1 divided by 4. So now that we're getting into our lesson, I'm going to do one example, and then you can try the next one. So let's say we've got 4 2/5, and we're dividing it by 1 1/2. Okay? Our first step is that we are going to want to change these into improper fractions. So I'm going to have to try to change this one. So I go 4 times 5 gives me 20. 20 plus 2 is 22 over 5. Okay? And I'm dividing that by 2 times 1 is 2, plus my numerator of 1, which is 3. Now I have 3 over 2. Okay? Now, my next step is I want to change this into a fraction that's going to be a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to change it to multiplication. So I'm only going to flip my second divisor. Okay, so I've got 22 over 5. Now it's times 2 over 3. Now I look at it, can I simplify anything? Well, I can't really do anything from this situation, so I'm just going to multiply it out. So this gives me 44 over, so 2 times 22, and 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, now I can try to simplify it and change it back into a mixed number. So I can see how many times can 15 come out of 44. Well, 15, 30, so 2. If I subtract 30, I'm left with 14 over 15, and I technically can't simplify it anymore, so I'm done. All right. So that's kind of the first question. The second one that I'm going to go over is going to be a little bit different. Where is it here? Where'd it go? I just had it. Okay, we'll do this one. Yeah. We'll do this one. So we have 1 7/8, and we're dividing it by 1 1/4. All right. So feel free to pause the video, give it a go, and then I'm going to answer it as soon as you hit unpause. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. So this gives me 15 over 16 divided by 5 over 4. Okay. Now I'm going to switch up my marker. See which one works a little bit better. So now I'm going to flip this one. So I've got 15 over 16 times 4 over 5. Okay. Now I can actually go and I can try to simplify this a little bit. I can divide both of these by 4. Okay, so this is going to give me 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. I can divide both of these by 5. This is going to give me 1. This is going to give me 3. Okay, so now I have 3 times 1 equals 3. 4 times 1 equals 4. My answer here is 3/4, right? So technically there wasn't much multiplication that actually had to happen in that question, all right? We'll do one more, and then we will try to stop there. Oh, shoot, I had a really good question that I wanted to use. That's fine. So 3 3/4, and we're going to divide it by 3/4. All right, so first thing I need to do is I need to change this into my improper fraction. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15 over 4, divided by 3 over 4. Okay. Actually, this one works out really well. So I'm going to flip it. So I've got 15 over 4 times 4 over 3. Okay? Now, I'm going to eliminate my 4's. Now, all I have technically is 15 over 3. So I'm just going to try to simplify that fraction. Okay? So 15 over 3, I can take 3 out of 15, and that's going to leave me with 5 wholes. So that becomes my answer for this question. Okay? So sometimes when you flip, all you have to worry about is just changing what you're looking at. Right? So I hope that answers or helps you a little bit with some of these questions. The hardest part, I think, for most of you is actually not going to be the operation itself, but just changing your mixed number to an improper fraction. All right? If you have any questions, make sure that you bring them to the Zoom chat. If you have any specific questions, contact me through Hangouts. All right? Have a great day. Good luck.